What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here, and I am here to talk about the events that are heading our way on April the 10th, the 100th day of the year. Everybody seems to be doing something on April 10th, and Raid is no exception. We have the start of the Community Weeks event, and this looks like it's going to be a continuation of an event that happened last year, and something that looks like it'll be a lot of fun and focusing on the community and giving a lot of freebies to free-to-play players, which is great. Just showcasing the generosity of Raid Shadow Legends and how much fun this game can be. And for those of you who haven't started, well, why? Guys, give it a shot. Use that QR code in the corner of the screen or use the link in the description of the video and give this game a whirl. You'll get to start out with Eleneral and Rector Drath. If you use my download code, that's a free legendary hero and a free epic hero who is kind of a legendary hero in Epic's clothing. A really good bossing hero and a really good support, heal, revive hero. That combined with your starting hero will give you a heck of a start in this game. You'll also be able to enter a promo code in the promo code section to get any one of these legendary heroes day one for free. I recommend Supreme Gallic. He would be my personal favorite. I wish I had gotten to start with that hero. But Wukong is nice too, and Alice is gorgeous. So pick one and run with it. I'd recommend you avoid Loki. He's kind of not that good. So give it a whirl, guys. Use that download code. Get started in Raid, and you can be a part of Community Week too. So let's talk about Community Week and what all's involved, what all you guys are going to see during Community Week. So this post is from a few days ago. Highlights on 10.40.0. Hey Raiders, 10.40 is going live soon, and we're preparing our traditional highlights to give you an early glimpse into what's to come. Although this update mainly focuses on quality of life improvements, a major event is coming up a little later, and that's Community Weeks. That's what we're talking about, guys. April 10th, Community Weeks. We can't reveal anything yet, but we'll talk about the reward calendar featured as part of the festivities. Details below. So, Raid Community Weeks. Community Weeks will return to celebrate our wonderful community. Keep in mind that it won't launch immediately with the update, albeit it won't be too long after either. We'll have various activities planned this year, but that will be covered in a dedicated social media post and news. But for now, let's focus on the rewards that await you. So, one of the cool things we're going to get is an advent calendar. You want to log in every single day from the 10th of April all the way through May. And if you every single day you log in, you're going to get rewards. And you can see this first day right here is some fragments for a legendary hero. Let me see. Log into Raid every day and progress towards a legendary champion. Some days that will give out champion fragments right here. Primal shards, wow, and even relics, nice. So don't miss out. So this hero, I am told, is based on community feedback from last year's event, where the community voted on and chose skills for this hero. So it really is a unit of the people by the people. So I'm looking forward to checking him out. Let's see. A brand new daily login program dubbed the Reward Calendar will activate when the event begins. If you're familiar with the concept of an advent calendar, you'll recognize the principle. We have a 25-day grid. Each slot becomes available on a specific date, regardless of whether you're online or not. So it's not like a daily login reward. You're going to have to actually log into Raid on that date to claim the associated rewards, because if you miss that date, you miss the reward. There's only two exceptions to that. The exceptions to that, guys, are the fragments. If you miss the day on the fragment, it'll still be claimable up to the end of the event. And the relic. If you miss the relic, that will be claimable towards the end of the event. But everything else, you miss those rewards, they are gone. So even if you miss the days when these slots were open, you can claim the ARTOR's fragments before the end of the community week. There's another neat feature that you'll see. One of 4 legendary relics will become the final prize of the reward calendar. Likewise available to the very end of Community Week. So there you are. The relics are the other item. So our ARTOR's fragments and the relics are claimable even if you miss the days. But man, who doesn't log in every day? Don't miss any days. and all raiders will get a chance to vote and choose which one becomes the final reward. So gather your friends and make your votes count. Okay, so excellent. We'll be able to vote on the relic that we want, and the one that the community chooses is the one we're going to get. I'm a little too new to really advise you on that, but I'm assuming the community is going to let us know which one's the best for this voting process. I'll research it, and maybe we'll talk about it in another video. In addition, there'll be a Gear Ascension tournament. We plan to introduce new activities in 10.4. The Gear Ascension tournament will be available to all players level 38 and above, and will focus on the Sand Devil's Necropolis and Phantom Shogun's Grove. The main goal is to collect oils and extracts, as many oils and extracts as possible. Your earned points for each bottle recovered from the dungeon. Naturally, greater superior oils will yield more tournament points. Okay, nice. I actually have not messed with this at all, so it's good time for me to start learning about this aspect of the game. Trader token rotation. So Nobel and Lanicus will be removed from the token trader and replaced with Cillian the Lucky and Genzin. A couple legendary attack champions. Okay, I'm nowhere near being able to use the token trader, so this means little to me, but if it means something to you, good. And a couple of miscellaneous quality of life. So siege victory conditions will change to make draws less common. If both clans capture the enemy stronghold and have equal victory medals, the clan with the greater number of undefeated teams will win. Okay, it's nice. There's no such thing as a draw, right? There's just two losers. So it's nice that they're kind of giving us a way to determine victory even when it's a draw on point. You'll be able to sell gear from the inbox. Thank freaking God. And the gear upgrade tabs, nice. And the craft 10x tabs in the forge, spectacular. A couple of relic focused improvements will go live. A brief relic lore will become available. Tapping on the relic socket will direct you to the gemstone storage, specifically the type of gemstones that would fit the socket. Nice. More avatar frames will be added to the game. Hell yeah. The market refresh button and the refresh timer will swap positions per multiple community requests. I was about to say who asked, but I guess multiple people in the community asked, so good. Several Chimera-themed clan quests will be made simpler. Good, because the Chimera kicks my butt. Chimera Clash multipliers will be displayed no matter how many keys you use for a specific difficulty. We're making this minor change to avoid confusion and ensure players don't assume multipliers are no longer active once the Chimera battle starts. You know what? Great. Quality of life stuff's always welcome. They're also rebalancing a couple of champions. I don't have either of these champions. I'll put a link in the description of the video to this page if you happen to have the legendary hero Whirlum or the mythical hero Ashnar Dragon Soul. You can check the link and check out what changes are happening there. But big excitement here, at least for me, is the free legendary hero IUDEX ARTOR. So let's check this guy out. So this is IUDEX ARTOR. This is our community unit with who, if you log in every day at the end of this 25-day advent, poof, in your inbox goes a brand new legendary healer. He is a support type hero. And let's see what he does. Sensor Whirl. He attacks all enemies. Wow, an A1 skill that attacks all enemies. I don't have any A1 skills that attack all enemies, so that is pretty cool. He heals all allies by 5% of this champion's max HP. Wow, okay, so an A1 skill that heals the entire team after attacking, and it's based on his HP. That's freaking great. Okay, so we got a healer who heals when his skills are on cooldown. That's fantastic. Incense of Inspiration, his A2 skill, places a 50% increased attack buff and a 25% strengthen buff on all allies. Damn! So when his A2 goes off, he is going to make you guys really strong and fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%. So you're going to want this guy fast so that he can buff and push up your team. And a 3-turn cooldown after booking. Great. Revival Mandate revives an ally with 50% HP and 50% turn meter, and also places a 50% attack buff on that ally for 1 turn. Then it activates the revived ally's default skill, targeting the enemy with the lowest HP. Okay, so let me get this straight. Uses A3 skill, and an ally who's dead will come back to life, push himself up to the halfway point on the turn meter, get an attack buff, and immediately use that unit's A1 skill to attack a unit with the lowest HP. So if you time it right, this could be a total reversal. You get one guy back and you take one guy away from them. So that's kind of impressive. That reminds me of a unit in another game I played where she could murder a unit and bring one of your units back to life at the same time. And that allows a complete reversal of tempo in the fight and can really shift control of the fight. Having units, I know there are other units that bring units back to life that maybe appear to have more to it, you know. Maybe they bring multiple units back to life. Maybe they bring it back to life at full health, or like Rector Drath brings it back to life behind a stealth, behind a perfect veil. But bringing something back to life and then taking the life of your enemy really can, you know, suddenly you were rocked back on your heels and now you're in the dominating position again. So this has my interest. The passive sentence to life. If an enemy is killed by an ally's default skill after being revived by the revival mandate skill, then it resets the cooldown of revival mandate skill. Oh, so 6-5-4 turn cooldown is a long ass cooldown for an A3, but it fully resets it. Even if it's not booked, it's just going to fully reset this skill as long as you revive. So you want to make sure when you use this skill that there's somebody who's really, really hurt. So if he's on your team, you maybe want to keep somebody who's really hurt, kind of, instead of finishing them off, you know, hit other allies so that when you, or other enemies, so that when you bring your ally back to life, it can kill that ally, and then this skill is ready to revive again. Potentially letting you chain revives in certain situations, especially if whoever he brings back is a nuking unit, like Alice, for example. That's pretty good. I like this a lot. And let me see. Oh, and that is on a cooldown. It's a passive on a cooldown, so this isn't going to always happen. It's only going to happen every 3 rounds, so you can't just spam this skill. Let me see. His aura is a 25% speed boost in arena. That's kind of okay. I don't know. It's speed is speed. It's limited to just arena, and it's not really that close to 30, but we'll take it, right? I know a lot of people out there are hungry for speed boosts, so hey, a buck's a buck. We'll take it. This unit looks fun. He doesn't look OP or broken, but hey, it's a free unit, and it looks like it'll be really good in PvE and in PvP to help maintain your teams, continue, you know, keeping your allies healthy, especially if you run this guy with a lot of health, a lot of speed. He's going to be able to spam the heals on his A1. He's got that revival mandate as an additional form of raise for your team. Speed buff in arena is always welcome. I like it. I think it's a very nice, well-rounded, well-balanced legendary hero. Nothing that's going to, you know, shatter the meta by any stretch, but definitely useful. And I love that he's got uses in PvE as well as in PvP. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited for April 10th. I can't wait to start my Advent climb. And I can't wait for you guys to join Raid and play with me. Use that link. Download this game now. Get started. This event is going live in just a few days, and you don't want to miss out on this Advent calendar. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care, everybody.